The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Off play action. Richardson
rolling to his right. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground again, it's Mason. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Jaguars had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check, 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 check.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Richardson to throw off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. Room here to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. On third down, here's Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Etienne. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Another tote for Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 57.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They go play action with Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Richardson. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Taylor. A solid stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Running left, Taylor.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 40 now on second down.
Lawrence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Richardson.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half.
Touchdown, Colts!
Ashton Doolin, 31 yards. And the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mason. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack.
Trading for DeForest Buckner 2 years ago, still a shrewd move for the Indianapolis Colts. He's anchored their defense with 6.5 sacks in that time, as well as garnering All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Richardson to throw.
Wants a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Going for it on 4th. Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, another run with Taylor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a give to Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Muzzle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now Mason. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run here with Mason. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last